What's up, YouTube? In this video, I'm going to be counting down 5 things that everyone gets wrong about Hinduism. But before we get to that, a very special shout out to all of my channel members. Through your support, I'm working my way into producing more content, and every little bit helps. So let's get right into it. Hinduism is a religion? Hinduism is a way of life? These are both wrong. This question has been asked and repeated so many times, so let me see if I can set the record straight. In my opinion, Hinduism is both a religion and a way of life. Now, it may not be a religion of the book like Christianity or Islam, but the spiritual nature of Hinduism essentially makes it a religion, and that is how many people would see it. However, it also encompasses so many other things that other world religions do not, like yoga, meditation, health, the mind sciences, dance, music, the list goes on. If I had to define it in my own words, I would say Hinduism is a spiritual way of living that provides us the answers on how to live our life in this world and how to discover our own spiritual divinity. It's an indigenous life that arose in India, and it encompasses all aspects of living. For those that argue that it's just a way of life, well, that in itself is a meaningless sentence because it doesn't describe anything. So please do me a favor, stop saying it. If you disagree with me, comment below and tell me why. Karma means fate or destiny. Wrong. Fate dates back to ancient Greece and ancient Rome, where the 3 fates were goddesses that were in charge of spinning the thread that represented a person's life. This concept of fate relies heavily on the existence of a great and almighty force that decides the future of every human. When we talk about destiny, we are talking about the events that will necessarily happen to a particular person's life. And these 2 things, they're not karma. We sometimes use this word karma in a casual conversation, and it has come to mean that if I do something good will happen, and conversely, if I do something bad will happen. In my opinion, I think we should move away from this idea of karma and just focus on this simple fact. Karma means action that I perform, and there will be some type of effect for this action. That's the literal meaning of karma. And actions can have 2 forms. What we physically do, like helping someone, caring for them, and the activities of this thing, our mind, our mental actions. And it could be anything about what we're thinking about at a given moment. All of these actions, both physical and mental, will have an effect. Can you change karma? No, you can't, but you can certainly lessen the blow. How? Watch this video here to find out. Hindus believe in God. Wrong. In my opinion, God is a restrictive term, and it puts boundaries and limits on a concept that has nothing to do with Hinduism. But yet we want to use this term because it's so simple to say.
You have come to know about God?
Now don't get me wrong, Swamiji is extremely versed in our scriptures, and this is not a criticism of him. But this type of messaging can be very confusing to any young Hindu growing up. As I myself got older, I started to understand more about Hinduism, and I started realizing that this concept of God as some being with awesome superpowers that resides in the heavens outside the world, this has absolutely nothing to do with Hinduism. For a Hindu, the ultimate reality is pure consciousness. This is a consciousness that pervades the entire universe and all of reality. This consciousness is not a being in the sky that takes vengeance on the people of this earth, nor is it something that is separate from me and you. Our very existence is this consciousness. The ancient rishis termed this Satchit Ananda, absolute existence, pure consciousness, and bliss. This is not God. So if you're Hindu, let's choose our words carefully. Hindus are monotheistic. Wrong. Since Hindus like to use this word God, this has also led to the wrong belief that Hindus are monotheistic. Well, this couldn't be further from the truth. But let's explore all these different isms to see what they all mean. Monotheism is the belief in one God, and polytheism is the belief in many gods. And if you're watching my channel, you probably already know that atheism is the rejection of any divine being. Then we have other terms like henotheism. This is the worship of a single supreme God that does not deny the existence or possible existence of other deities that may also be worshipped. Pantheism is where the universe and the cosmos are identical to a supreme being or entity. Finally, we have panentheism, and this is the belief that the divine intersects with every part of the universe and also extends beyond space and time. So what do Hindus believe? Well, let's just say Hindus have a pluralistic worldview. We believe in many deities: Ma Durga, Ma Kali, Lord Shiva, Hanuman, Sri Ram, Sri Krishna, and well, you get the picture. We believe that the universe and the cosmos are divine, and also that the supreme ultimate reality that extends beyond space and time. At the same time, you can also be an atheist and still be considered Hindu. The strength of Hinduism is this pluralistic belief that deities are a part of that one supreme reality that is beyond description, and it expresses itself in many different ways. And finally, we get to the last one. And this by far is one of my biggest pet peeves that many people get wrong about Hinduism. And you know what? I think sometimes Hindus are at fault because sometimes they repeat the same thing. All religions are the same. Wrong. Why is it that all these temple uncles like to say that all religions are the same when they go to these various interfaith meetings or gatherings? Like, what? Can you imagine you are raising your kids to be Hindu and you are teaching them that all religions lead to the same path? You are quite literally feeding them to the lions. Let me make this clear. Hindus do not believe that all religions are the same. The problem, though, is that at times we fail to articulate what makes us different, and we don't want to be seen as rocking the boat. Yes, India that is Bharat, has always been welcoming of all religions, but that in no way means that all religions are the same. Isn't it okay to be different? Shouldn't we be celebrating the diverse ways that we can worship? I know this isn't going to be the end of this simply because Hindus are now starting to delve deeper into their tradition. Well, that's my hope anyways. There are so many things that we are learning and also unlearning because of the destruction of our Hindu-based education system. I do feel that we will get there eventually. Thank you once again for watching. Please hit like, share this video with your friends and family, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. I'll be sure to catch you in the next one. Om Shanti.